you're having as much fun as we are. We're back here chopping away at the same time.
You know
Thank you
what?
for
Oh my
joining
gosh.
us.
Can we drive our producer nuts?
Oh yeah,
Look
I
at
know.
this. Look at this.
Well, wait.
With
Subtle and chic, I think it's going to drive everybody nuts enough.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Okay.
it's brand new.
It is.
And you know what's funny? Thank you, by the way, for being part of our big fashion jewelry event here at HSN. We love having our fabulous Heidi Daus as a designer in jewelry that is unlike anything you've ever experienced. And we were just chatting amongst each other, and we were talking about that Bakelite, and a world-famous designer, jewelry designer out there who uses Bakelite a lot in his design.
Yes.
And I'm talking like maybe, and I'm not kidding, honestly, when I say, if you'd be lucky to get this much, how do I cover it? Like this much, all right, without even a bracelet or any type of finding, and be spending about $300,
Exactly.
honestly.
I know.
So the fact that you did this in clear, which is so difficult to find and expensive to do, with these gorgeous, great, beautiful beads, and look at the accent of the gorgeous stones that look like black and white diamonds.
Oh, I tell you.
All right, best part? Really, at $159.95 are unheard of.
It is.
And 4 flex pays would be under $40 to get that at home at 16.5 inches with your 3.5-inch extender. And then we have the clip or the piers. Look at how beautiful Victoria looks in the earrings.
Gosh.
Those earrings are only $59.95, and those are available with 4 or 5 monthly flex payments. You've never done anything like this before.
No, I really haven't. You know, the tailoredness about this necklace, you know, and the iciness of that, what looks like frosted crystal. There's a French Lalique. Have you ever heard of Lalique? Sure. That frosted crystal. I always, I mean, that's crazy. It's, you know, it's crazy, beautiful glass structures, and that I was, my mother and grandmother collected a little bit of Lalique. That I was always fascinated with that frosted crystal, and here we brought that to you in a beautiful, beautiful classic necklace that if you go to business and you need that perfect necklace that's very, very tailored and ladylike, but interesting and modern, because we've used that beautiful, what looks like Bakelite and Tahitian pearls that are so rich and expensive. The earring is absolutely beautiful. You see how this just, there are 8mm pearls that are hand knotted in between each and every stone. And this silhouette, this very simple, beautiful is one of our best-selling silhouettes, because girls can wear this on a dress, inside of a suit jacket. You know, there's a tailored appeal to this piece that has a little bit of sparkle, but a whole lot of interest, because it looks like, you know, something that is very, very expensive. If you find rock crystal in jewelry, it's normally a fortion of money. A fortune of money. And can you bring the double bangles that you did two together? I mean, look at, if you're gonna, if you can do it. Look. It doesn't get more pristine. Isn't that pretty? And beautiful. You said it, tailored, chic, and subtle. It's all of that, and yet it looks like you invested simply a fortune. Yeah, it's that simple. It does. Oh, can I tell you, the bangle bracelets are $79.95. Oh, we both were like just crazy about that. That's so we'll give you that information. But again, as we mentioned, all throughout this big fashion jewelry event all week long, we are so thrilled to have style expert Allison Dayette, who is joining us and giving us wonderful tips and great ideas on how to mix and match our fashion jewelry today, especially with our beautiful Heidi Daus jewelry. So Allison, I know you, like ourselves, fell in love with this brand new Chic and Subtle.
I really did, and I had to pair it with just a dress that kind of screams vacation. Yes. I mean, because with these, the Bakelite pieces, it just flows so perfectly with this off-the-shoulder dress from Diane Gilman, and it just starts giving that dreamy feeling of when can I head to a resort or go sit by a pool or attend a summer cocktail party. And obviously I had to add the fish again just because I wanted that pop of color. So we've got the Diane Gilman dress, we've got our brand new brand here, Atrix, and the sandals, but this is the kind of look that swapping out different jewelry from Heidi's collection, and even swapping out, adding a cute pair of white sneakers, cute little jean jacket over this just kind of works with you, whether you're going like the weekend weekend casual brunch with friends or going on vacation.
Absolutely.
It's just a complete fresh look.
I would love that, Allison, inside of your little jean shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
That would be great.
Yeah, we're just peeking out a little bit. Yeah.
Really, it
So
would be
cute.
extremely chic, I think.
Yeah.
Very, and I love
But
that.
I love your pieces because they're so versatile.
Yeah.
That you can really kind of add some sass to your wardrobe with your jewelry, and that it's versatile. I mean, some of your necklaces having a pin or brooch with it. I just love the versatility, and I love all the rich colors.
Oh, thanks so much, Allison.
I'm in love.
It is it's so awesome to, you know, Allison is our, you know, we just met, and I think she's just so brilliant and has really been such a big asset.
I got so many great tips, you know?
Right? I think so too.